Good morning, guys. We are excited to be here with you on day 3 of our series Alone, and I think things are going well. So excited to be talking to you guys again. First, let me say something that sounds a little bit crazy. A little bit crazy. Loneliness isn't all bad all the time. Now, at least, we need some, but not all the time. But actually, there's a spiritual practice that we overlook in modern society called solitude. That's something that Jesus models for us. In Luke 5:16, it tells us, "But Jesus often withdrew to a lonely places and prayed." Jesus had people around him everywhere. He had 12 disciples. He had a group of about 100 followers that were with him no matter what, not to mention the thousands that would show up anywhere and everywhere that he would go to hear him teach and preach. Jesus had people he loved and people who loved him in his life pretty much all the time. And that's awesome. We get it. But he still found it was necessary for him to get away sometimes, to be intentionally lonely. Now, this was not just to catch his breath from dealing with people all the time, which I totally get. Sometimes I'm a people person. I love being around people, but every now and then I go, give me a second, I'll be good. It wasn't trying to get away when his disciples were being annoying. No, this was intentional alone time, okay? He wanted to pray. Jesus needed constant time to get away from everybody and just to spend time with God, one-on-one. Okay, now, which is awesome because when you think about it, Jesus had a pretty close relationship with God, right? Okay, the whole Trinity thing, 3 in 1, they're connected, right? But he thought it was necessary for him to get some alone time with God, to be one-on-one. So if that's something that people on that level of connection need, we do too. All right. So we definitely need this. And the strange beauty is that we can find this time in quarantine that we have right now. We've got more time to do this than we would have ever imagined. Okay. There's an opportunity for us to practice solitude. I know you're like, but anytime I go anywhere, see, you got to understand, I'm spending most of my days home with my 2 boys. I have to bribe them to get time, the 5 minutes to do this. I do. But see, I understand, but it's 5 minutes that are really important. The same thing is true about this 5 minutes of solitude, okay? I want you to take the time to go into your room or a place where you can be alone and spend 5 minutes. 5 minutes. No beeps, no technology, turn everything off. Get 5 minutes of solitude. I promise that the first time it's going to feel like that 5 minutes will not end, okay? It will not end. It's long. Are we there? Oh, it's only been 1 minute, okay? I get it. But trust me, you make that part of your routine. You make that part of some things that you're doing, and all of a sudden you're going to start to crave. You're going to want these moments of solitude so much. You're going to want that alone time with you and God to just sit down and pray and think about the things that are going on today and just be so much happier. Okay? That 5 minutes of solitude with God, and you'll find yourself wanting more and more and more time. It's pretty amazing how that works. All right, let's look at today's scriptures. Today's scriptures, we talked about them a little bit earlier, but Luke 5:16 says this, "But Jesus often withdrew to lonely places and prayed." Luke 5:16, "But Jesus often withdrew to lonely places and prayed." Next, we have Matthew 6:6. "But when you pray, go into your room, close the door, pray to your Father who is unseen. Then your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you." Okay? Psalm 46:10 says, "He says, be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth." Take a minute in all this chaos of quarantine to be still. I challenge you. 5 minutes alone with God in your prayers will feel like forever. But after a few days, you can't imagine your life without it. I love you guys. I miss you. I can't wait to see you guys again. Talk to you soon.